Welcome back to Great Day Houston. Question, when is pool season in the Houston area? Well, considering this past Christmas we had temperatures in the 80s, pool season is really all year round. If you have a pool and you don't like taking care of maintenance, you can come to Pinch a Penny because they can do it for you with ease and expertise. Zach, Pinch a Penny is kind of a great entrepreneurial story, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I have over 20 years of oil and gas experience, and then when I got the opportunity to buy this store, it was just a great fit. My daughter's down at high school nearby. Can take her to school every morning, be there for her, and then I've got this here. So
yeah, and since 1975 they've been doing this. Started with a family in Florida, and now the largest retail pool supply and service franchise in the country. All right, we're drawn to pools visually, so let's start there. What if someone has that old rectangle with water in it in the ground and would like to update or renovate that?
Yeah, absolutely. We can take care of them. Turning a backyard into a paradise has kind of become one of our specialties. Anything with the decking, anything with the coping, anything with the tile work, anything with the plaster, we can do it all and make that backyard dream just turn into whatever they want.
Yeah, because it used to be you walked in and a pool was a separate entity. Now people want more of a seamless flow, and pools are kind of a water feature. They're part of the decor. All right, it's great that it looks good, but it has to always operate. Let's go over here and talk about some of the things that you can help us do. People can come in and do it on their own if they want to, but why would you when you have your own service company? Let's go. One of the several things that's great about coming to Pinch a Penny is that we're not running all over town trying to find things to take care of our pool.
Yeah, we can take care of anything you need, not just remodels, but we can take care of all your equipment. We can install it, we can repair it, we can diagnose just about any problem that you might have in your backyard, especially with your pool.
And even if you're DIYing it, we can come in and buy stuff as well, and you can talk us through it?
That's kind of our specialty. You know, Pinch a Penny, we give the value for every single dollar, and so we have a whole bunch of do-it-yourselfers that come in and we explain all the chemicals, all the equipment, and we help them diagnose any problems they might have.
For so many of us, if we're getting a service that's done, especially when you can do something as often as weekly, right, with your pool, we want to make sure we know who's coming to our home. You know who your employees are.
It's really rare in the pool industry to have people that have worked for lots of years for a company, and that's what I got when I stepped in. So they know their stuff, they provide for their families, they're here, they're committed.
Pools are just like anything else. If you maintain it well, you get longevity out of it, right? And you even save money because you can keep things running longer. So let's go through some of the things that you all do. One is just pool cleaning and maintenance.
A huge part of our business is we have hundreds of pools around this area that we help with maintenance, and every week that we're out there, you know, we're doing their chemicals, testing their chemicals, we clean everything, we scrub the sides of their pools, we look over all their equipment, making sure everything's working the way that it should.
Pool leaks, those are one of those things that you may not notice, and it can be leaking for a long time before you figure it out. So when you're constantly out there checking things, you can find that before that becomes a big issue.
Absolutely, especially here in Houston, you don't want any kind of leaking getting in under your house or even under that pool. With our soft soil that we have, that can lead to really expensive issues in the future.
What would be some indication that your pool might be leaking? Because sometimes it's not so obvious, right?
Yes, so you can look at that tile on the side, and that water level should always be right about there in the middle. If you see that dropping really fast, you know you've probably got an issue. Another
part of the pool system that's out of sight, out of mind are some of the things that we have right here, right? And these are the things that you can also help to maintain. So take us through what these are and what types of checks we should constantly do to make sure they're operating properly.
Yeah, so starting here on the right, we've got the pump that this is your heart of your pool. And so with the pumps, you want to make sure you've got no leakage coming around. Also, if you don't see this type of a computer set up on the top of your pump, you might have a really old one. All the newer ones are way more efficient and can save you hundreds of dollars on your electric bill versus those older models. This is a cartridge filter that's been cut open so that you can see what goes on in the inside. And what's really important with these is every 6 months you're going to want to clean any filter that you have, where it's DE, sand, or a cartridge, so that you don't get big algae blooms and other things happening back in your pool.
Okay, and this right here?
Yep, so this is your heater. Heaters, you need to turn them on about once a month just to make sure that everything's flowing, everything's going well, making sure that your gas lines and your house meters and everything are
That's
up
the
to
stuff that
spec.
you all check first,
Yep.
because I have a feeling none of us are going to be checking that. All right,
Yeah.
what's this right here?
Yeah, so this is kind of that step by step by step of your pool pad. The very last thing that you're going to want to do is sanitize your water before it goes back into your pool. And so this is a tower, and what you would do is put in your chlorine tabs. And then what happens is in between those bigger cleanings, your chlorine is going to slowly go into that pool and keep it clean for that time in between.
Unless you have a salt pool?
Unless you have a salt pool.
And what's the advantage of a salt pool?
So salt pools are similar with how they sanitize, but they're going to send through salt water and they electrocute it, and it actually creates a little bit of chlorine on the backside of that.
And again, these are all those things that some people might find overwhelming that they don't need to, because you all can take care of all of that in the maintenance, routine maintenance and checks. Some other services you have, pressure washing. We know that sometimes things around the pool can get dingy.
Yep. Yeah, so as part of our care for decking, also the pool itself is if things get out of hand, we can always get in there and power wash, clean it up, and turn everything nice, bright, and beautiful again. Yep. Our ultimate goal is we just want to make these backyards just a paradise for everybody, to where they can go out, they feel like they want to be in their backyards, they want their family to be there and enjoy it, and a meeting place for their friends and for them.
The bottom line is catch those small problems, just like everything else we do with our health. Catch the small problems before they become big problems, and just enjoy the fun.
Absolutely. Yep.
Speaking of enjoying fun, I think I'm going to take a dip in the pool right now. Do you mind? Okay, I'm going to go dive in.
All right. Hey, Deborah, if you'd like to build a pool, I know some people.
Ah, no, this is good. That's actually the tile on the floor. To find a Pinch a Penny store near you, visit their website at pinchapenny.com.